As evacuation efforts wind down in Afghanistan, many Afghans are now coming to the U.S. as refugees. This video shows hundreds of people arriving at Philadelphia International Airport this weekend. Many organizations are helping resettle this influx of Afghan refugees, and one of those is Save the Children, which focuses on supporting families and children during emergency situations, including now, as these Afghans flee violence in their home country. For more on this, I want to bring in Jeanne-Aimee De Marrais. She is the Senior Director for U.S. Emergencies for Save the Children. Jeanne-Aimee, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Tell us more about specifically what your organization is doing to help these Afghan refugees.
Well, thank you very much for highlighting the children as a part of this crisis. We are working currently at Dulles Airport, which is the largest receiving airport for the children and families. Many thousands of families have come through here this week. We are working both in the arrivals building as well as at a nearby shelter, providing immediate relief, immediate humanitarian relief, support to mothers, taking care of their babies, giving mothers a private clean place to nurse their babies, and then also providing safe play areas for children. SAVE is also working on the military bases. After the families are transferred through the airports here, they are transferred then to military bases to complete their visa process. So we are establishing programs to help keep children safe while they are there on the military bases also.
Amazing. And how many children and families has your organization received from Afghanistan? Do you know the numbers? And also, where are they going once they arrive in the United States and are processed?
Yes. So, as I said, there are thousands that have come in. About half of the new arrivals are children, and particularly we're seeing a very large number of young children. So, as in the images that you're seeing on your screen, the families are processed so that they can be here in the U.S. legally. So, as I said, they are come into the airports initially. They are screened for COVID to ensure that they are healthy when they enter the U.S. And then they will be given visas that will permit them to stay here in the U.S. for a period of time to start to reestablish their lives.
And so, we've heard reports of some of the planes that were carrying evacuees also having unaccompanied children. Are any of the children that you are helping these children that have been separated from their parents?
Yes, some of them have been. The numbers of unaccompanied children on this crisis are much smaller. I understand there was a lot of confusion before they reached the United States, but once the children here reach the United States, the unaccompanied children are given special supports through the Federal Office of Refugee Resettlement. So we are helping support them until the Office of Refugee Resettlement is able to take them into their protective care.
And Jeanne-Aimee, have you or any of those that you work with had a chance to sort of speak with these children and hear their stories? And have they shared their experiences with you or any of your colleagues about what this experience has been like for them?
Absolutely. So we are working very closely with particularly the moms, but sometimes the dads also come into the play space. That's where the children have a chance to come in. They do arts and crafts. They're able to play and laugh and be children. And what we've heard is that for many families, this has been weeks of trauma getting to the United States. Most families arrive with nothing. And actually, many of the children are even arriving with no shoes, or they've been wearing the same clothing for weeks on their journey to get here. So for the children, when we're able to set up programs that provide immediate relief, it's almost like an audible breath where they are able to laugh and bring a moment of being a kid again, being a normal child, being able to laugh with little friends in the play space, just get out some of the energy. Many of the flights were greatly delayed when they landed here. There was a bottleneck at the airport. They're working to fix that now, but that meant they sat on the tarmac for many hours before actually entering the airport and being processed. So you can imagine young children needing to then get out their energy and needing to be creative and play. But so many of them have expressed how difficult it has been getting to this point, how traumatic it has been. One of the fathers that I met, he had worked as an interpreter for the embassy in Kabul. And he was standing in the space watching his 3 beautiful little girls do some arts and crafts and coloring. And his eyes started to tear up. And he said, I have nothing now. I had worked, I had a home, I had a car, I could take care of my family. And now I'm here, I have nothing. And that's the journey that these families are on, that they are really restarting their lives here in America with nothing.
That is heartbreaking to hear, but also heartwarming to hear the stories of these children for the first time, sort of being able to let down their guards and be children. To pivot for a moment to another part of the world, Save the Children has also deployed emergency response teams to help kids impacted by Hurricane Ida. Can you tell us the latest on those efforts?
Yes, absolutely. So SAVE has been committed to working with children in the Gulf Coast region. We've responded to disasters since Hurricane Katrina throughout the Gulf Coast region. We have a team on the ground who is in Louisiana, and we anticipate supporting children's recovery needs. We help to rebuild child care programs, which are essential to children and families getting back to normal. We'll provide distributions of material support for children and families while they're displaced and also while they're trying to rebuild homes and communities. So we are deeply committed to the children in that part of the world.
Jeanne-Aimee De Marrais, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for everything you are doing for the children at Save the Children. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And if anyone's interested in helping, if they can go to savethechildren.org, you can both help the refugee crisis and also the Hurricane Ida relief efforts. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.